Hi, this is the GSTLY dashboard, and we are going to look into how we can create new invoices. So because I'm new and I haven't created any invoices in my account yet, I see that my dashboard doesn't have any recent invoices. And I can start creating an invoice by pressing the Add Invoice button or the Create Invoice button on the Recent Invoices tab. I click on Add Invoice button, and I'm redirected to the Create Invoice page. Here, I see the invoice details where invoice number is auto-generated by the system. I can set my invoice date to any previous date or the later date. By default, it is set to today's date on which you're creating the invoice. You can see that the invoice status is in draft state because I'm currently editing my invoice. Here, I can auto complete my customer details by just typing in my customer name. I have a Krishna General Stores here, and you can see the customer address and customer GST got auto populated. Here, the business details. This is the business that I own, and my details have already been pre-populated because I had finished my business setup. And here I get the invoice items where I can add the items that I would want to add to the invoice. So here, let me say seeds because mine is a seeds business. I add Bajra Hybrid. I add a few more items. I say rice. Okay, so I don't have any item called rice, so I add a new item. Rice. I set the unit price for it, and I set the GST rate as per what this particular item demands. And I don't select the price as GST inclusive because I want to add the GST amount on top of my unit price. And I create my product, and I see that the details have been added. I can increase my quantity and it gets auto calculated. And here I say spinach seeds. So I can make it inclusive of GST or exclusive of GST. And once I do that, I can see the taxable value, CGST, SGST, and the total amount. So once the details look good, I can have a preview of the invoice that will get generated. So I see the invoice will be looking in this manner when I print it out. So here, this is the logo. I haven't uploaded my business logo. So a logo is auto-created based on my business name with the first letter of my business name. I get the invoice number, I get the invoice date, and I get my business details. I get the buyer's business details, and a description of all the items that I've sold to this particular buyer with the tax rate that's applicable and the CGST and SGST and the total amount after this is done. And I get a tax summary of the taxable value, the CGST and SGST breakup, and the payment details of where the person can make a payment and the bank account details as well. And if this preview looks good, I can go ahead and publish this invoice. And once I publish this invoice, I can download a PDF. And once I download the PDF, so this is the downloaded invoice. Once you have clicked on the download PDF button, you can see that the invoice number comes up on the invoice. Also, the invoice date is included. And then you can see the GSTN of your company, the address, and the PIN code. And then of the buyer details as well, like the customer that you sold these items to, along with their address. And a proper clean and neat interface is given where all your products are listed along with their GSTN codes, unit price, quantity, net amount, and the total payable amount. And also the payment details, terms and conditions, and contact information.